Hey everyone! Welcome to another tutorial, and in this video, I will teach you the 5 efficient ways how to gank. Ganking is the first and most essential concept that a jungler should know how to do. Having efficient and successful ganks can make or break the early game to the point where either your team or the opponent FFs at 5 minutes because of how strong ganks can be. Ganks are the most annoying thing that can happen as a laner and is something that a jungler should look to abuse. Even though you may have inefficient pathing, but if you are good at ganking, it should bring you to at least diamond ranks easily. Without further ado, here are the 5 ways on how to gank a lane efficiently. The first way on how to gank is going for the overextended lanes. This is the simplest way to gank since it is easy to execute and only requires map awareness. What overextended lanes means is that they are far away from their tower, which puts them in a position where you would be able to punish them. This is also the safest way to gank, especially if you know where the enemy jungler is. This concept can be used in all stages of the game and is something that laners should also do when roaming around the map. In this example, I am currently farming my raptors and looking for the next place to go. To know what lanes are overextended, we put a line in the middle of the map and the lanes that cross the line are overextended. In here, we see that Seth crossed the line, so instead of going for the scuttler, I immediately go bot to look for the punish. I go past the tribush and spam ping so our laner knows that we are going for the gank. I flash into engage, and even if Seth has flash, we could chase him down because we have a lot of dashes. We easily get the kill, and that is how you could punish overextended lanes. The second way to gank is going for a tower dive. Going for dives is a high risk, high reward type of play. If done correctly, not only would you get a kill and experience, it would also deny the wave from the opponent and preventing them from getting golden XP as well. If done incorrectly, it may result in the opponent getting a double kill where not only you and your teammate will get tilted, but the opponent would also be able to snowball the game. Tower diving requires a collaborative effort where you and your laner should be able to know what to do, especially when it comes to the tower aggro. In this example, I am finishing my Krugs and the opponent does a 4-man gank bot. I would not be able to help our bot, so I look to get a trade. To get a trade, I go for the topside punish since I know their jungler is not there. I go around the Krugs to set the tower dive for my laner. I place a ward just in case and we start the dive. Riven uses her ultimate and I use my third skill, but Akali is able to shroud my stun. We patiently wait for the shroud to expire and go for the punish. Riven tanks the tower and damages a bit before going out. We secure the kill, so not only do we get gold, but we also deny at least 2 waves of the Akali. This is how strong tower dives can be, and we are able to disengage properly because of the ward that I earlier placed. Looking at our health, it means that we are almost dead and one wrong step could cost us both our lives. The third way of ganking is by knowing the lane compositions. Lane compositions are important because it helps to distinguish if a lane is gankable or not. This applies to both allies and opponents. The easiest way to know if a lane could be ganked is if your lanes have stuns or slows. If they have stuns, they would be able to buy time for us to come as well as delay the opponent from escaping. The second way to know if a lane is gankable is when the opponents have dashes in their kit. It is a lot easier to gank if the opponent is playing Darius who has no dashes rather than an Akali lane who has Shroud and a lot of dashes in their kit. An example showing this is when finishing my blue buff, I see that the top side is a Jhin Galio lane, which means that they have a lot of stuns in their kit. I smite the buff and immediately go for the top gank. In here, the Galio goes for the initiate on the enemy team and we catch the action. Even though he has flash, I can use my ultimate and pin him down. We take the kill and help our team get the lead. This was a very good catch because we have a strong composition to easily gank their lane. The fourth way to be able to gank efficiently is by counter ganking. Counter ganking is basically knowing where the opposing jungler will go and deny them the opportunity to gank. It is somewhat of a trap card where they think they have the advantage, but little do they know that you are there to help your lane. Counter ganking is the hardest concept to execute because it not only involves the laner, but also involves the enemy jungler as well. Counter ganking relies on intuition and placing yourself in the mind of the enemy jungler to know what he will do next. The best way to counter gank is by having vision to know where the opposing jungler will be. If you spot him at the bot side and see that your laner is overextended, there is a high chance that the enemy jungler will go for a gank. Knowing this information, there is a chance to hide and cover the lane to look for the punish. When done correctly, both the opposing laner and their jungler will be put behind and you will be placed in a position to be able to snowball the game. In this example, I have just finished my recall and there is a ward in the bottom tribush. I see that Kha'Zix is going for the gank at the bottom side, so I go down to help the Graves. Akali goes to our Baron laner as well with a counter gank. Graves does a great job beating the Irelia and we arrive for the punish. The Kha'Zix saw that they are outnumbered, so he opted to escape instead. We get the Irelia and the Akali chases down the Kha'Zix. Diana comes for the response and catches our Akali, but we are able to take her down as well. All in all, this was a 3-for-1 in our favor and this is a great way to get our team in the lead. The last way of ganking efficiently is by camping. What camping means is that going for repeated ganks on the same lane until we snowball the game. This is the most annoying way to gank since this would not only put you and your laner ahead, it would also destroy the mental strength of the opposing laner. Having strong mental strength is important for solo queue, and as a jungler, one of our jobs is to tilt them and destroy their mental. To do correctly, this is where we need to apply the 4 concepts that we talked about earlier and put your opponent in a position where they can be ganked. In this example, the Darius is overextended, so I gank to try and get the kill, but he is able to escape with the usage of his spells. We chase him, but he is too fast, so I just remove the ward instead. While checking the map, I look for the recall but see that there is a big wave set up with a potential of a tower dive. Instead of recalling, I go back to the top and wait for the minions to get to the tower. I go around the bush to cancel Darius' escape path. We cancel his recall, and since he has low HP and no more spells, we go for the repeat gank, tower dive him, and get the kill. This is a good gank because we get the gold and deny his wave. Fast forward, I position myself topside again and try to look for the catch. Since he has no more spells from earlier, we could go for another repeat gank and punish the Darius even more. Gragas gets a good initiate with a cast to bring the Darius away from the tower. I chain my CC as well and get another kill. Not only do we get another kill, but we take down the tower as well, giving us an even bigger lead. These are the 5 ways on how to gank efficiently. Hopefully these would help you become a better ganker or even a better jungler in general. One last thing is to always look at your minimap while clearing your camps. This would greatly help and increase your map awareness even further, keeping you alert for any possible ganks. If this video has helped you and you would like to see more content, feel free to subscribe as this would be a big help to my channel as well. Let me know in the comments if there are other tips that you could share and what tip has helped you the most. That is it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.